Back for this part 2.
Yeah.
And they're just about to change over the horses. 2-3 minutes or so. People very kindly and respectfully asking the trooper this morning if they can touch, stroke, whatever, his horse, pat his horse. And he's nodding. He's not saying anything, but he's like, yes, you can touch my horse. And it's a good thing because look, you can see a huge crowding here today. Getting busier as the day goes on, folks. The yard is really busy. In fact, I just thought of something. Wait, let me dash into the yard, guys. I've just realised before they close it off, we're probably going to have a changeover of the gatesman. Let me go through to the back. 1 second. Okay, zooming through. I don't think there's going to be any drama here in terms of him needing to shout because the old trooper's here and he will tell everybody to move. But it's been a good while since we were in the yard observing it. So here we are. We're going to stay in the yard for this one. It's actually 1 minute 2 at the moment. Here, we can look at let the tour guide explain. He'll make sure, this guy will make sure his group are out of the way anyway. 90 seconds, folks, until the changeover. I'm very keen to see which other 2 horses come out for the lifeguards. It's really, really, really chocker. Actually, wait 1 second. Let's get as close as we can to the corner. It's really, 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 really chocker here in the yard today. Look at this. Okay, that's our sort of semi-tourist view. It's a real jammed yard actually for a Monday morning. That's completely ridiculous. The gatesman to my right is still in post, but he will be moving in a minute. Oh look. You need to spread either way. He's right. Yep. Well done to the officer, in fact, making it very clear to everybody to make a space. I mean, it is really, really, really busy. For a weekday morning this early, bearing in mind we're just touching noon, folks. And we're now, there it is, I was going to say about 30 seconds off, but there it is, there's the bell. It's almost like the Easter holidays arrived, except it's not Easter. Here comes the trooper.
Another one is going to come back here in a moment, okay? So we have to make space in a moment, okay?
Bong. Interesting that they're doing the gatesman and chitsman folks before the horses. Notice that. If I wanted to escape from this corner, I couldn't. There were too many people. It's that busy. Officers proper on it. You see that? Somebody went to walk in front of the box. I said stay back. I'm surprised if you're the next military man. Look. To everybody, look. Clear them. That's not St Paul's Cathedral, by the way, guys, in the background. Here comes a new gatesman. Beautifully done as ever. The trooper we see here is often a gatesman and often a boxman. Versatile trooper that does both. In fact, he's also been the chidsman.
So, the horses are straight.
Okay, horses next, folks.
Conference, like, I've seen this a million times. As long as you're behind the white line, do not worry, okay? Stay behind, they're not going to not move for you, okay? And then go in the boxes, and then nothing will happen for about 20 seconds.
Good lord, this is one of the busiest mornings I've ever seen here, folks. Look at it. It's packed. There's virtually no chance of getting out of the yard. Yet. That's what happens when the sun comes out, guys, after a week of rain and mush. And boom, everyone's allowed to leave. Finito. It's done. Sorry, excuse me. Finished. Okay, out we go. Pushed through quickly there because otherwise we're going to get absolutely squashed by this massive deluge of people. It's about to come through the gate. Try to get right in front. Very experienced trooper this one who takes no nonsense, which is a great thing to see. Interesting which horse he's on as well. Let's have a look in a second. It looks super clear actually, the hoof number, but let's find out. The deluge of people, folks, is completely ridiculous. And we're going to get a lot of heads in front of the camera because there are just too many people and not enough space. Let's see if I can grab that hoof number real quick. We've been very lucky today with our IDs of the horses. Let's have a look at this, see if this one's on the list. Oh, we've got, hold on. Tyranny. Finally, it's okay, it's okay. I was thinking this horse looks super familiar. It's that kind of half star, isn't it? It's Tyranny, yeah, definitely folks, Tyranny's back. I wonder actually who they've got at the other end. The other horse looks larger. We'll have a look in a second. How glad am I there's a part 2 today. Been a good while since we saw this horse, a very popular horse. But if too many people crowd around this horse, nips a lot. Remember how it starts, always like pushing them away. Even the troopers having to push through everybody to get to the horse. Is it possible to be too busy here? I don't know, guys, what do you think? Is this too many people? It's enough, let's put it that way. Even if there's not too many. Wow. Horse has been off for a while. Seems to be much more chill than last time we saw the horse here. Much more chill. Be interesting to see when Ormond finally returns, if the same is true, or whether he's straight back as a nipper. See? Get away.
Il a voulu rentrer en connexion avec lui.
Oh, I think they're shooting a new tango out here today, guys. A tango or Fanta. Bro. C'est bon. It's a lovely shade of red. This matches the lifeguard's cloak. I'm trying to remember who we typically have with Tyranny folks before. Sorry, let me have a quick glance through the Horsey diary. I can't remember if it was Raden they typically paired with Tyranny. Oh. Quick look, 1 second. Friday the 26th of January, as far as I can see, is the last time Tyranny was on. I thought it'd been a while. Just trying to scroll through, there's so many names obviously on the list. Actually no folks, sorry, Valentine's Day. Oh. Valentine's Day was actually the last time Tyranny was here. And on Valentine's Day, Tyranny was paired with Trinity. Wow. So let's see who we've got in a minute at the other end. Everyone's very happy this morning. It's well behaved now. The only mishap we've had this morning, folks, and I did talk to them about it in part one, there's lovely Brazilian visitors, one of whom almost walked straight into the horse when she came through the gate. If you didn't see part one, I'll link to it in the comments on this video. Yeah, probably not a good idea to grab the reins, bro. Notice the horses straight away, like, don't even think about it. Get away. Ah. Love this horse, absolutely takes no nonsense from the tourist at all.
I take it two ways, I think.
I do, but I do one.
Well, I think he's taking his picture.
Okay.
I'll take your picture first.
Yep.
outriders, guys. Sorry for the noise behind me.
Come closer.
Wow.
No, he bit me. He said he really bit me.
This horse is a biter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he bit me too.
Yeah, be careful, ladies. Oopsie. I tell you, folks, when the horses had enough, had enough.
C'est tout ce que tu peux faire. Vas-y, touche-le, touche-le. No, that's because c'est bon, c'est tout ce que t'as fait. Non,
Second I walk away, I know something's going to happen, so I'm going to focus on this horse. We've got plenty of time for the other one. No chance of running out of time in this part too. And it's so much more fun to be outside filming when the light's good, it's dry, there's a little bit of sunshine, it's not hot, it's not humid, it's just perfect. See, look, ladies, some ladies are even wearing dresses and skirts already. I wouldn't say it's quite that warm, but hey, she seems happy. All dressed up for a picture with the Kingsguard. Oh wow, banana in hell. I really hope the horse doesn't nip this boy. Oh, French guy, maybe. Horses me kick or beat. It's good that he pronounced it right, in fact. Some of the Frenchies here say horses me kick or beat, as we all know. I'm not going to... Wait, hold on. Placed horses, I was going to say I'm not going to comment on... Look at the light, it is glorious today, isn't it? Thoroughly lovely. Well done. When we come back out in a minute, folks, we will have a little peek at the other horse, who we can hopefully, fingers crossed, ID adequately. One moment. Here comes the trooper, folks. I don't think there's any likelihood of him needing to scream at someone, but you never know until he's actually at his post. I think he'll turn to his... No way, he's coming back in. Okay. We are over at the Archers. Why are we at the Archers? Why not? That's why. That constant kind of, oh, there's a camera there, and I'm going to walk into it. Sam Berry, thank you, Sam, for sending me the email. I've just got it and read it. It's very kind of you, much appreciated. great if anyone could translate. I'm not sure if they're speaking Hebrew or Yiddish, but if anyone could translate, I would genuinely love to know what discussion takes place when you're this close to the guard. I'm chatting and laughing, knowing that the guard can't understand what you're talking about. The police are eyeballing them though. And they're eyeballing me because I'm filming, so hey, everyone's eyeballing everyone. Notice officers made sure that they're not getting too close. Trooper gave them the nod. See how on it the police are these days. And why, folks? Why are they so on it? Because of how many videos we've seen recently, of which I will admit the majority have been mine, of disrespect happening here. All different groups from all over the place. The problem is this monopolisation of the arch area. You know, see other tourists arriving trying to take pictures again. Look. I can't understand it. This lady, look, she's trying to get a picture clearly. Lady in the jean jacket. I don't think she wants other people that she doesn't know in her picture. You can tell when the trooper's almost had enough. Now, to most people, the stomp on the ground would make it pretty much axiomatic that you're too close. Give me a bit of space here. A few people waiting behind me to get a picture as well, maybe in an hour or two. They'll be able to. People sort of having to like make their own way in past this group to get pictures. Look, this absolute lack of social awareness is extraordinary. Is it not obvious that there are other people waiting? But well done to this chap for saying thank you. Respect. And now finally, someone else can get a picture. At last. Crazy, isn't it? The trooper sadly hasn't got that perfect arc of light around him. However, he's probably happy about that. Back to the front, right. Horsey number 2, folks. Tyranny, we saw a short while ago. On the right, as I walk out of the gates, but who is on the left? Let's find out. Let's hopefully find out. There's no guarantees ever, alas. Let's wait for these joggers to zoom by. I'm hoping secret it's going to be a horse like a Ryan or Raden. Oh, it's a very good looking horse. Looks like it. Ta-da! Let's see if we can get the number and match it up. Oh, trooper gave this chap a nod. Let's see. Oh, my camera's being very odd. Yeah, my camera's shaking. Hold on, keep still, camera. Some very dressed up people visiting today. They said they came from Raffles across the road. Look at that. The Horsey nips that bag, she's going to cry. Oh goodness, this is a bit of an interesting number. 1 second, everyone. Okay, it's a horse we've seen before, but not for some time. This horse is Isengard. Actually, did we not have this issue before? Isengard, I can't remember actually, but it was pronounced. Now the group that were being a little bit, what's the word we're looking for? overly enthusiastic in the Archway are being overly enthusiastic again at this Archway. And I don't understand this need to be so close and having a conversation as though, look, Togo's like, hello. Maybe going to sit down, have some lunch, a little bit to eat, maybe make a few calls, do some paperwork. This is what we have, folks. Look. There's other tourists, you know, hoping they might be able to get a picture. Just letting the time pass. 30 seconds, a minute, 10 minutes, half an hour. How long do you reckon it's going to take for the other tourists to get a picture? What do you think? Hour? Just how many people are coming over now? Look, people are actually going in front of the other tourists. I can kind of understand why you wouldn't want a strange guy that you don't know sitting on a post for your pictures. It's two against the wall. They've got the patience of saints now, the lady in grey. A couple other people are filming at the moment as well. And we're just looking at each other like, it doesn't make sense. They waited so long that everyone else has walked off. It's just like, I've had enough. They're gone. It's so bizarre. And let me tell you something, folks. I can't remember which of you it was. One of you regular viewers very kindly yesterday sent me a link to a very popular radio show in London, a radio station called LBC. And that was sent to me because, remarkably, a caller to that show, I think it was a weekend show, I can't remember the presenter's name, a caller to that show had brought up the issue of horse guards and my videos to suggest that people in London were suffering from anti-Semitic sentiment because of what was happening at horse guards. She actually used horse guards, my videos, and some of the comments on my videos to suggest that there is an anti-Semitic agenda at horse guards. And I find that extraordinary, so extraordinary that after watching the video and listening to the interview, the first thing I did was email the radio station asking if they would permit me to appear on the show and to ask them, oh, troopers are waving at us through the gate. Never had that before. I'm not sure if the camera picked it up actually. They're waving their caps at us through the gate. To appear on the show to categorically not only reject, but more importantly, to comprehensively refute those absolutely stupid, nonsensical accusations. It was just one caller, lady caller, who said, oh, there are videos at horse guards that make every single person of Jewish origin living in London feel unsafe. Now, obviously, if you read the comments on that video, okay, the interview on LBC, the comments were exceedingly against the lady caller. Fundamentally, along the lines of, what are you talking about? What a lot of rubbish. The only group that actually has special protection in London by virtue of having its own police force, which is a good point in North London, is the North London Jewish community. Now, to complain and say that, you know, we feel unsafe in the city because of what's going on in Gaza, the situation in Israel, those reprehensible attacks, to use what's going on at horseguards to construct a political narrative that there is an anti-Semitic agenda in British public life is an absolute nonsense. Nonsense. We've seen many groups here, largely composed of disrespectful teenagers, taking the mick. It just so happens that we've also many times captured a certain sect of people here really taking the mick. And the more that they do that, the more it will be filmed and shared on YouTube. And to make it clear, it's not about where they're from, it's not about their religion, it's about the way they behave. So anyone misbehaving here can expect, if they appear in a video, to be on YouTube. It's really not complicated. Behave, and there won't be a problem, will there? So let's see what LBC have to say, folks. If I don't get a response to my email, I will try and call the station, because there is no way on earth I'm letting anyone use my material here to further their political agenda on any side of any political divide or religious divide. It's not happening. This channel is apolitical, a-religious, a-everything. It is a channel that is dedicated to documenting the lives of the guards, the horses, and the myriad tourists and visitors that come here. Now, if some decide to be rude, not my problem. Don't want to be on YouTube, don't be rude. It ain't rocket science. So let's see. If I do find out, guys, do hear back from them. Do know I will be on LBC. I'll make sure to let you know when, because I would obviously love to point out quite a few inaccuracies in the lady's very misguided assessment of videos at horseguards. It's a pity. I mean, I did listen to the interview, and half what she spoke about was littered with factual inaccuracies anyway. She even called them the Queen's Guard. I mean, need I say more? Anyway, back to more important matters. Isengard, or Isengard, I still don't know how to pronounce it. I'm guessing it's Isengard, instinctively. A beauty. Difficult one. I'm a little distracted. I hate looking into the yard. So many people in the yard doing different things. Then out in the front here with the horses doing different things. However, the trooper's on the move. Let's see what happens next. Here he comes. Got quite a few people here actually today. Let's see what happens when the trooper emerges. Hopefully they want to move out of the way in time. If they don't, we know what's going to happen, don't we? Yes, we do. I knew it. Didn't quite, so we just turned in time to see it, but we heard it, that's what matters. Uh-oh. This guy's right, rapido, needs to be a rapido if you don't want to get shouted at. That's a nice view across the road, isn't it, guys, to the hotel. Trying to get the box just out the left of the frame. There it is. That's the money shot. With the toot bus conveniently stuck at the traffic lights under the Union flags. If the guard turns, she's going to get shouted at. Well done, that man. And luckily, for this group here, he's not going to go into the tunnel. Because if he were going to go into the tunnel, they'd get shouted at. Okay, back to the front. Good Lord, we're having a lot of bromance here today. A couple of bros here, having a broman with a horse. What is a broman? It's bros having a moment. A broman. It's absolutely packed at the front, folks. I'll show you in a second. 1 minute when we get a moment without the tourists crowding around Tyranny. Wow. That's the look of delight. Oh, we've got a beauty queen. What is she? Oh, birthday queen. Look at this. She got a good picture. Oh, nippy nippy. It's because the sun's out, everybody. Taurus moths landing in great numbers. But this is what it's like, folks. Bear in mind, at the beginning of a week, look. Try and do that relatively slow panning again. It is really, really, really busy. Earlier on, 2 Brazilian girls came out. One was on the phone. She saw the horse when her face was that close to her. In other words, she almost walked straight into it. And look on her face when she saw the horse. Yeah, I spoke to them as well. It was interesting because she thought that the soldiers were civil servants working for the government, even though they're in the army, which I thought was interesting. A lot of funny moments this morning, some very funny people here. And then America got bitten by this. This is Tyranny, super nippy horse. Hey, I didn't see you for ages. I heard your voice note. He's there. No, Abdullah's here. You want to speak to him? Yeah.
They didn't like it.
What, when the trumpeters' horse made a mess, you mean? There are a couple of things that I need to talk to you guys about when I'm not recording, if that makes sense. Nothing bad. How to say? Next time I see you when I'm filming, I'll tell you a couple of things that I found out that were really interesting. Good for us, but bad for. Yeah, like really. Okay, you wouldn't believe how badly. Which is great. Happy Tourist World, folks. So what have we had today? We've had regular viewers. Martin was here earlier. Colin. We had amazing reflections in the puddles of the trooper and the horse. We had Brazilians almost face planting the horse. We had a football team from the US. And it's the police already eyeballing them because some people get way too close. He was literally sticking the camera, but then he saw when he turned around, he saw the police were eyeballing him, and there's that sheepish look. Sometimes they understand that they're just way too close. I mean, I personally think that anyone putting their arms over the chain, even actual photographers, too close. Oh, he's back for a second try. I'm not sure if the police had a word. Like, why? He's actually leaning over the chain. Like, troopers look at him like, are you dumb or what? There's flash photography. He's got to be simple, no? Isn't it extraordinary how people seem to think that just because somebody's in a ceremony uniform here, that there's some kind of Madame Tussauds waxwork. Even bro here's way too close. As I think you just realised when you heard my comments. That's how to do it, ladies. Look, ladies showing everyone up. And thank you to the trooper. If only everyone was like that, eh? It's a real tough one deciding which horses are more interesting of the two to spend a bit of time in front of. We've got the light this end, but for some reason the other horse seems to be much more popular today with the tourists. We look at Isengard now, we've got Tyranny behind me. Oh, so the horse is listening to our conversation, look, ears are wiggling. Okay. Just the groups are just getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Out here, January 30th.
Oh, here we go.
Cold afternoon, so he's wearing 2 white shirts to make sure he's not shivering in the crowd. He is then taken to a scaffold outside of these windows. He comes out there and
Free tour guide, everyone.
thousands of people who have come to see the king's execution. They say the king goes to the executioner then kneels down and asks for pardon for killing the
Fascinating. Let's see who's going to come up next for pictures with the horse. Troopers already eyeballing them.
The executioner brought the axe up, chopped off the head with one blow, picked it up, showed it to the crowd. Normally he would shout,
The horse is looking the other way.
"Head of a traitor." He held it aloft inside the arch.
Sponsored by Burberry.
All the blood dripped down onto the audience. Now the English people love a souvenir. First thing they did,
啱啱啲風吹起咗，你都冇影咗個馬個樣。
Is that it? I don't like it. Take another one.
be able to cure you of any disease. Not a tried and tested method, but that was the only time we took our big patient.
With a salute. Fix it out.
For 11 years, we decided that Oliver Cromwell would rule the country. He decided
If that horse bolts, guess who's getting squashed?
So he said, let's ban Christmas, let's ban theatre. Most importantly of all, ban drinking. That's not going to work. So after 11 years, we fought. And Oliver Cromwell died. He named his son as his successor. It sounds a lot like a monarchy, which he was trying to remove. And obviously we don't like his son, so we say, no, bring the king back. He was way more fun. So we ordered King Charles II, who was in exile in Paris. He comes back to London, restores the
Assistant.
go to the theatre. It's not so good for all the people who decided to side with King's death. Charles II was punishment for his father. The head of the chamber. What it does, it rounds up the 13 remaining traitors, and one by one they're taken to Parliament Square at the end of the road, hanged, drawn, and if anyone seen Braveheart, you know what it is. So yeah, on that lovely cheery note, we're going to go see Prime Minister. He really messes up things nowadays because we are a constitutional monarchy now. So the king is just a head of state. He can't make political decisions. But the Prime Minister. I'm going to go down to 10 minutes. So what there was a light at
Finally. A little bit calmer at last, everybody. First time I've been able to stand here and think, take a breath, enjoy the sunshine, the warm, bright day. So now I've got the guard, the horse, the gate, and the tourist flow. Which this time, obviously, when we're at this end, has to go to the other end. Typical. Like I said, unless you've got 2 cameras and you can be in 2 places at once, it's impossible. Look. The sun is packed. Hiya. Walking Dead, everyone. This is a this is the Where's Negan tour. Oh, wait, she's back.
Just a little bit close. A little bit. Are you scared now? Just a little, just a little. That is nice.
That's it. Get the pose just right. Classic. Bing bong. Okay, here comes the guard. He's super on, isn't he, that trooper? I mean, he really is absolutely on top of his game. I will move simply because, although unlikely, there's always that possibility. As we know. Super few straight through the gates with that light. These English guys are almost got bashed into. Oops. This, everybody, is what our trooper is looking at on a busy day. It is a beautiful day. I can really understand why everyone's out. Sorry folks, we've installed this video is not being sponsored by Head and Shoulders anti-dandruff shampoo, just to confirm. Myself out of the way. Well done to the trooper. Could have actually been me getting screamed at then. Thankfully it wasn't. Oh, sorry. Just bashed into somebody then. I need to be careful actually, it's really busy here right now. It's awkward to move around fluidly. What do we think? I'm thinking, it's such a tough choice actually. Tyranny or Isengard. I think Isengard has got the sun for the moment. It's okay. Yeah, this end is definitely better light-wise. Though, depending where I'm standing, because it's a little bit overexposed, isn't it? Yeah, I need to be right in front. A single issue with any of the horses today, either as the Blues were leaving, lifeguards arriving, or any of the horses that have been in the boxes. And bearing in mind, when we first arrived here with part 1, we saw 2 Blues horses completely chill. Then we saw the first lifeguard horses. Eastern Guard is listening to our conversation right now, look, like really intently listening to our conversation. Such a good looking horse. In fact, the only thing we didn't see until now, guys, is a child sacrifice. There's always one. I think it's National Banana Day. They'd work out. On Saturday, remember I asked the Spanish girl what the Spanish word for banana is, and she looked at me like I was a complete idiot and said, banana. Since then, we seem to have a lot of people wearing yellow. Most people filming and taking pictures from a distance, which is probably smart. Okay, yeah, here the light is much better. All good? Yeah? I'm right. I haven't seen Mano for a few days. Speak to him. Was he here? I wasn't here yesterday, so I probably just missed him. He was here yesterday. Was it busy here yesterday? For a Sunday, or not really?
It was kind of busy, but nothing really happened.
No major events?
No major events. No one was going to the horse, so everyone was just watching carefully because John and Dula and everyone told them you'll get shouted.
Yeah, it's surprising actually, isn't it, how reluctant a lot of people are to go up close these days. Very surprising. Good for the horses. Tyranny is genuinely, I think, surprised guys. Look, sometimes that word got out that, hey, do not get close to this horse. Let the camera speak for itself. Ebb and flow.
Yes, there's this horse which kept coming out. That's it. Like for about like half an hour, it kept coming out.
Oh, coming out of the box and turning around and stuff. They've been super well behaved today. They definitely prefer it when it's warm and sunny. Not a single issue with any horse all day, or all morning rather.
Tuesday, there were some bike rallies. I could hear protesting. Probably 10 minutes.
Saturday was much more muted this week. I think it was mainly and less people because it was raining so heavily. Yes, it was yesterday dry here. Yeah. nice if it finally stays like this because it makes everything so much easier, isn't it, in terms of filming. It's actually pleasant to be outside when it's like this. We've got to worry about getting soaking wet or the kit getting broken. I think the morning flood is finally finished, thank goodness. It was crazy busy earlier. It really, really was, yeah. It's a lot better. No wonder the horses are in a good mood. It's quite a dramatic improvement, folks, isn't it, to what we saw 30 minutes ago in most of part 1, the beginning of this part 2. I will link back to part 1 in this video, folks. We're super close to the end of this video, which is a shame. But you know what? The first video I think was about an hour and 10 minutes. This one is not going to be far off.
They need to see this side before someone drowns.
I mean, to be honest, earlier on when it was really sunny, the reflections of the horse and guard in the water were great, but now it's surprising that there's this much just sitting here.
Yesterday, actually, so many people filmed this that it's like it stopped raining and it started raining, and look here, so many people filmed it.
Constant. I'm still sort of glancing through the railing, folks, what's going on in the yard. I won't miss anything if it does happen, but yeah, we are sadly and regrettably close to the end. We'll most likely be watching this video, in all probability, on a Tuesday. Super, super bright outfit.
See where the skip is and then make that go. I'd say getting that where the skip is. Because when we start pulling our face, it means that we're going to so then we're going to go put off the fence.
Oh. Oh, there's a horse coughing. What's the horse doing? A cough or a sneeze?
Closer. Okay, that's good, Ruby. That's good.
Yep, it was good. Who's next? I think actually, remember in part 1, I gave the YouTube channel to more people ever in one day than before today.
Pone cerca del caballo. Acércate un poco más, estás muy lejos. Sonríes.
Troopers opening up the boxes, folks. We've got a changeover in just a few minutes. And when the 2 new horses come out, well, I say new, they'll be the horses that are in part 1, I'm sure. It'll be the end of part 2, sadly and regrettably. Trooper Kindly is actually talking to the public in the yard and saying you're allowed to stand in this spot or in that spot. Okay, in a moment, everyone's going to be told to get behind the bollards. Lovely day, guys. Honestly, it's probably been the nicest day of the year so far. Really, really, really chill day. Even the horse is happy, and it's not really a surprise, is it?
Kingsguard.
For show really, but those
2 minutes of the changeover. Ta-da.
Horse cheese.
His tongue's sticking out. Look, do it again. His tongue's out.
I lost the camera. I lost the camera. But I think it showed.
I lost the camera.
Shot mounting on the back of the gearbox.
Oh, I don't think the trooper pinned the doors back, they just slammed closed. Didn't scare the horse though, luckily. Okay, last horses of the day. For us anyway. This is super staring at the camera out. Oh, one horse is having a bit of a meltdown inside, look. Sometimes when they come out of the Stark stable there and it's super bright. Oh, sticking his tongue out. Guard. Actually, which mare this is? We did see earlier. 1 second. Let me see the picture again. Just confirm it is the same one. Sometimes they trick us by bringing out a new one that looks much like the older one that was here before. Look at that hoof number.
Closer, you gotta get closer. You gotta get closer, Nina. Come on.
It is the same one as before, and the horse is. One moment.
Okay.
Very happy tourists. Yep, it is. Venus is back. Venus flytrap in this case Venus tourist trap. On the other end, they've definitely brought up the same horses before. Horses are much happier when it's sunny and warm and it's not raining. Super cute. Waiting for them to finish over the shitsman, gatesman change in the yard. Trooper just marched behind the horse. And that, regrettably, folks, will be today's ending point. This is the end of part 2 from today. Part 1 was a busy one this morning. There's been another massive swarm of people. I forgot what it was like actually when tourist season hits proper. It's actually jam-packed all day long. I mean, this is kind of, yep, sunny day all day long. We have that to look forward to, or not to look forward to, I guess, depending on which way you look at it. But they're done, the relief is in, so new horses, and that brings us to the end. Regrettably, ladies and gents, I'll be back soon, in all likelihood tomorrow. Tomorrow meaning the day after today, the day on which you're watching this video, but not necessarily on the day it was filmed. That's the key thing. Still so many of you asking when was this filmed, or you're talking about this or talking about that. I don't know when it's filmed. People, look at the video description. Every single video description has the date of filming. Video description is just below the video itself. Just click where it says read more. It will then tell you a bit of info about the video, and most importantly and crucially, when that video was actually filmed. Ignore the date it's posted on YouTube. What matters is when it was filmed. Just because YouTube says this video was posted an hour ago doesn't mean it was filmed an hour ago. Date of filming always in the video description. On that note, I'll be back very soon. Troopers closing up the doors. Looking very happy. Back soon, people. Bye for now.